Hello and welcome back to my Frosthaven campaign. Once again, I have a bit of time to record, so let's do another mission. What are we doing today? We are fast approaching retirement of our final Generation 1 character, Deathwalker. So let's make the last few missions count, I guess. Our Pyroclast did not get to level up last time. So we probably need to do a bit more to improve our character here. But anyway, let's see what goes on here today. I think first of all we have the end of the second summer, so definitely a momentous occasion for our band of merry adventurers. So let's read a couple of sections first. 183.3. Let's have a look. And let's open up on Foreteller as well. So I think I know what this is.
Ah, my best customers, eh?
It's the old traveling merchant and his carriage full of items of suspicious origins. He invites you to poke through his inventory.
Same price as before, but even better value. No one's gonna come looking for these, eh?
He doesn't elaborate, and you think better than to press the issue.
I don't actually think we need to purchase anything, given our characters have unlocked the market already, and we're pretty good here with resources. And even buying resources, we can just buy from here collectively rather than buy from the merchant. So maybe he didn't get the memo that we have our own market already. We have our own trading post. Okay, that's fine. Let's just ignore him and move on. Let's do 47.1 next. It does feel like, we're fast approaching a couple more retirement, which would be good for our town. Sorry, I couldn't speak there. Let's have a look.
Big as a wagon. I swear it's it.
The Quattril sailor's eyes are dim with drink, but she continues undaunted.
Giant lurky, all green and red. Claws bigger than a horse. Passed right by my boat. I was lucky to escape with my life.
Tall tales at the crater are just one more thing you'll miss about summer once the final ships heave away and the biting sea becomes once again impassable with ice. You turn back to your drinks as one of the Quattril's companions begins his own tale in the age-old ritual of one-upmanship.
But I saw one bigger than a ship. 10 times the size of your noggin.
Well, we have not finished uniting the crowns, so we don't get the 2 morale, unfortunately. I think this is kind of suggesting you should try to finish the lurker quest line right before the second summer, but we haven't quite got there yet. Been sidetracked quite a lot in our adventures, so we do get Winter Outpost 70 to the Outpost deck. Let's find it. 70. There it is. That means this goes through a bit of shuffling, which is quite nice, I guess. Just to shuffle it right before the winter start. I'm trying to get the volume of the music down to the correct level. Okay, so that's done. I think we're good now for all the passage of time. So let's look at Outpost events. So this is going to be our first winter event for the second winter. I did do a quick shuffle, right? We added something here. So let's have a look at what it is. 36. All right, let's read it together. Winter 36.
A warband of Orgox stands just outside of arrow range from Frosthaven's walls. The tribe's priest steps forward and speaks.
Give us the coward called Zane, or Frosthaven will burn when the sun sets.
You turn to ask where Zane is, but your question is answered as a guard arrives, towing a protesting orchid by the arm.
Ow! Yes, Zane here. Hello!
The orchid says.
There was a minor misunderstanding. I may have, accidentally, become betrothed to that one's daughter. And then, less accidentally, forgot to show up to the wedding.
If we turn him over, they'll just attack anyway.
Pentadroman, Frosthaven's tinkerer, speaks up.
But I have an idea.
He points toward a nearby scarecrow and a barrel of black powder.
I can rig this scarecrow to explode after a short time. If we pretend it's him, the attackers may not realize the danger until it's too late.
You look back across the field at the impatient Ulgox and the rapidly setting sun. Whatever you choose, you need to act now. Option A. Why, that's just crazy enough to work. Rig up a decoy. Option B. This is Zane's problem to solve. Send him out to the Ulgox.
We can't give up Zane, surely. Although breaking up a wedding is very dishonorable, right? Let's take option A. It is crazy, but we'll just do it.
Pentadroman wraps the powdered scarecrow in a cloak and carefully places a fuse in its pocket, then hands it over to the guards, who throw it off the wall. A few Ulgox approach to retrieve the body, but the powder ignites in a large explosion.
Amazing. So 45 attack strength at 5 target. Ouch. That's not cool. I guess we can pick target since it doesn't specify which one. So let's have a look. What do we want here? Like a low repair one, presumably. So maybe carpenter, library, workshop, I guess. Barracks. I guess we just do town hall. Yep. Alright then. Let's do it. I guess we just go from left to right. It is attack strength 45 and we only have 35, so let's use some soldiers here. Let's start with a library. Let's use a soldier. Quick shuffle. So soldier reduces the strength by further 15, so it's 45, so that makes it 30. And we had advantage as well, so let's do that. We're good. Skip the rack there, nice. Let's use another soldier, I suppose. Once again, 30 is what we're looking for. We're good here. And another one. We're good here. And another one. And we're good here. And I guess the final one, maybe we just risk it. Yeah, gone. Let's save 2 soldiers. Ooh, I think that's, we just beat it, 45, right? Yeah, perfect. Nice. Okay, Frosthaven saved from a pissed off wedding party. Now we'll get to read the conclusion.
Thanks for, not giving up on me back there.
Zane says as you join him for a celebratory drink back at the crater.
I guess I could get the next round.
Sure you should. 10 experience each is pretty good though. It doesn't mean we've leveled up here, but we'll sure appreciate that. Does that push another level here? I don't think so. 919. Getting close to 999 here. Okay, so that's done. Very eventful. Nice. Let's look at building operations. So I think we've got a little bit of repairing to do. So let's buy a whole bunch of stuff. Let's spend the 6 gold here. So maybe another 6 from someone. Maybe 2 from here. That's 8, and maybe another 4 from here. That's 12. So then we can get 2, 2, and 2 for the Pyroclast, and now we can craft stuff on Pyroclast, which is great. Very nice. We probably also want to train soldiers, so 3 gold and 1 material resource. I think we'll just take 1 here, and probably just 3 gold here. Let's grab a soldier in the barracks. Let's start refilling this. Okay, so that's all the building ops. Let's take a look at downtime. We do want to set aside materials to upgrade the library as well. So 441 is what we need. I think we have enough here. Okay, let's do downtime first. No level up, unfortunately. What about herbs? Do we pick up any herbs? Any herbs whatsoever? No, we have not. No herbs being picked up. Okay, let's just do crafting then. So let's have a look at what we have in the shop right now. I think there are a few things I definitely want to upgrade here. Okay, so I think we're fine with small items. Probably want a better armor. A cured leather hide would be good, so that would be 2 plus a potion. We have the 2 hide. Alternatively, we can upgrade into weapons and shield for metal and the hide. Unfortunately, we only have the 2 hides. If we have 1 more hide, that would be pretty good here. We can't get him another hide, unfortunately. I think having shield and weapon is kind of good later, so maybe we just keep this for now and upgrade into the better armor here. Yeah, I don't mind that. The extra damage is not going to play into it too much. Although the extra shield would be really nice. Okay, what else have we got here? What about potions? I think we did get Snow Thistle last time. So we could do Snow Thistle Flame Fruit Axe Nut as a discovery recipe. It's always quite difficult to know what you want to brew here. What am I really looking to brew? I've got both of the stamina potions on everybody, right? Yes, I do. Like a ward potion would be nice, but I think that needs arrow vine, which we don't have. Unless I can distill something into an arrow vine potion. We could do this, but keeping the power potion is kind of good too. I guess I could get rid of you, because power potion is not super useful on Deathwalker. Yeah, do you know what? Let's distill you down for arrow vine. And then maybe we grab arrow vine, axe nut, and rock root. Where is that? Arrow vine over here. Let's grab the stonewall potion. So during my turn, I can give myself and 2 adjacent allies ward, which would be very, very useful for a defensive mission, especially now that our resident warder is no longer in the party. What else can we do here? Yeah, missing arrow vine is really a gatekeeper here. I could get rid of this and get a arrow vine again. What can we do with the Snow Thistle? I don't know. I don't think there's too many things I want to do actually. I should have planned this out before I started doing this. Yeah. I think we're all good here, to be honest. I don't think there's any particular potion I want to brew. I mean, these things are good, really. This is a pretty good setup. This is a pretty good upgrade. So yeah, I think it's probably okay here. The only thing I can think about is upgrading muscle potion, but we are gonna need another arrow vine for that, which we don't have. So yeah, let's keep the potion where it is. I think that's fine. Purchases. And crafting. Like laser lens is not too good. I mean, at this level it's okay because we don't really have any good outlet for fire yet, but later on it's just not going to be that useful. So I don't really want to go through the crafting to get that for our Pyroclast. Purchases. I don't think there's anything I want to purchase. Cloak of Pocket is not that good. Like potentially purchasing Nah, I don't want to purchase shield for our guys. It's really about small items. I've only purchased anything like Lucky Dice is actually really good for our guy, but I don't think I want Mountain Hammer. So yeah, I don't think there's actually anything I want to purchase. Chainmail, jump boots, maybe. Maybe getting a pair of jump boots would be good, but I don't think we need it quite yet. I think I probably can sell flexible slipper. I don't think I'll ever use that, to be honest. Yeah, I think this is fine. So the only choice is, do I grab a shield and potentially a weapon? Or do I keep the immobilization net? I guess immobilization net is not that useful in the next mission, because I think I'm going to do another side quest to level up my party. So I'll probably do Midwinter Brawl here. Yeah, probably do Midwinter Brawl here. So maybe I get this crafting done. Yeah, do you know what? Let's do this. So let's spend the 15 gold. Maybe we'll just do it out of the Rat Boys thing. What is that? 58. And let's grab heater shield here. And we can craft heavy sword. I think that's probably a good craft for our guy. What other one-hander do we want? Jagger sword, no. Poison dagger, protective scepter, biting gauntlet. Soothing scepter. Nah, we're not a healer, we're a damage dealer. Yeah, let's just grab heavy sword. Heavy sword is pretty good. So there's a metal and hide. Okay, I think that's it. I can't grab any more small items. Is there any helm upgrade I want? Don't think I want chainmail. Eagle Eye Goggles could be good later, but not quite yet. Simple charm. I think that's fine. Yeah, unfortunately there's not too much crafting I want to do yet. So I think this is probably okay. Maybe I just press this button, right, to retrieve everything. There we go. Okay, we've got loads of items. Why is it only 19? What's happened? Oops. What has happened here? The mod is being weird. Okay, there we go. That's weird. 146 is a lot of items. Okay, alright. That's downtime, right? We're not doing anything else, so let's do construction. So I think the only thing we can upgrade right now is library. Pretty sure, because we need prosperity 5, everything else, which we don't have. Alright, let's upgrade the library once again. 441. So we have the hide. Let's just take out here. 4 and 4. What resources are we missing the most? I think we have plenty of wood, so maybe we discount the metal. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 3 metal. We'll just take out of here, I guess. Okay, there we go. Library is upgraded into level 2. Okay, looks nice. We have a little book symbol here. Next time we have to upgrade is 6 now, unfortunately. So let's get a prosperity. 1, 2, 3, 4 left. Okay, so 2 character retirement will get us there. And 116.3 we get to read. Nice. Let's see what's going on with the library.
Looks like my project to bring knowledge to this backwood is finally starting to get some attention.
Edeka, the resident Valrath librarian, gestures to an orchid as you enter the library. The orchid is clad in shimmering armor and wields a sword that seems far too massive, even for their muscular frame. Edeka continues.
This one is also interested in the ancient lore from around these parts. Could prove useful in our search for tomes. Speaking of, follow me.
Edeka snaps at you, then turns and steps briskly toward a back room. You give a short greeting to the orchid and then follow.
All right, exciting news.
Edica begins immediately as you squeeze into the cramped space full of dusty parchments.
I think my research has been paying off. If I've done the background research correctly, and I'm certain I have, I think I've located 2 of the Tomes of Power. The first is the Tome of the Elements.
She unfurls a map across the floor, handing you one corner to keep it from rolling back up.
Here.
She points at an area nearby where you were already intended to go on a future adventure.
Be careful, though. Accounts of the Tome of the Elements make it sound a bit more volatile than the others. I wouldn't recommend opening it in the field.
She pushes her red-rimmed glasses up the bridge of her nose, kneeling next to the map.
The second is a bit hazier in the written record. The Tome of Conflict, like the other tomes, was penned by the spellcaster Bellara. That much is clear, but something happened and the books were scattered. If I'm reading this correctly, older maps actually reference a tower in the woods.
She points an impeccably manicured fingertip toward the tundra.
But it doesn't show up on any newer surveys of the region. It's just a hunch, but I think you'll find the Tome of Conflict there. If it's not too far out of the way, could you check it out for me?
Sure we can. Sure we can. Alright, Winter Road event 46 and Summer Road 48. Okay, 46. 46. Let's give it a shuffle. And 48. Unfortunately, we're not going to see that one for a while. Oops. What the hell? What have I done? Changed my color somehow. What was I doing? 48. That's weird. 48. Must have bind my hotkey to it somehow. Okay, and we got a new class. Brilliant. We're running out of new classes to play, so that's perfect. Astro joins the party, or Infuser if you didn't know already. Cool. So we got 5 more to unlock. Sweet. That's good actually. That gives me a bit more option in choosing my next class after Deathwalker retires. And Astro is a really fun class. 1, 3, 4 we get to unlock. 1, 3, 4. Where are you? You're here. So R1, Tomb of Knowledge. Where are you on this thing? R1? Oh, you're all the way up here. Wow. Were we gonna go there? I don't know. Okay, perfect. Another unlock. Oh, and this goes down by another one, right? 4 more constructions till Ratboy retires. Good, good. I do want to play Ratboy to level 9 though. I want to showcase the power of the Trapper. Okay, so I think that's everything. Let's put you back. Yeah, I think that's everything. Unfortunately, we can't upgrade the library again. So we're gonna have to actually retire some characters, and unfortunately we can't retire Deathwalker yet because he's still waiting on the calendar event. So let's do something else. Let's level up our characters. Let's go Midwinter Brawl. I think this is a really fun scenario, and hopefully we can get a level for our Trapper and for our Pyroclast here. So what is this? 93. Let's do a road event first, I guess. 49. Cool. Winter 49.
As the winds on the road pick up and the snow begins to blast across your face, you are forced to seek refuge in a nearby cave. At first, the cave greets you with even more cold, and you find yourself huddling in deeper to escape the elements. To your surprise, the cave begins to grow warmer the deeper you travel. The cave air feels refreshing against your skin, and gusts of wind blow leaves across your feet. Strange that you don't remember seeing any trees nearby. Your curiosity piqued, you head farther in. At the back of the cave, you find a door, into which are carved 2 symbols, a raging fire and a billow of wind. As you approach, the symbols begin to throb with a soft glow, the fire yellow and the wind orange. The key that you have been carrying with you since its discovery begins to throb as well, yellow and orange lights dancing out of your pocket. There is a keyhole in the door. Option A. Use the key on the door. Option B. Mark the cave's location on your map and return at a later time.
Well, I think we've seen this one before. As much as I would like to continue down that quest line, let's go to our actual mission today. Let's mark this on the location of the map and then we can come back to it.
You know that if you go through that door, it's going to turn into a whole thing, and you have much more pressing matters to attend to at the moment. And so, you meticulously pinpoint its location on your map, so you can return to investigate this mystery later. Once the storm passes, you head on your way.
Alright, new scenario, Ruins of Equinox, which is a continuation of one of the quests we were doing earlier, Ruins of Solstice. So you can see there are 2 more in this quest chain. So there it is, Ruins of Equinox, age 11. This one doesn't actually require you to have built any access tools to get to it, which is quite interesting. Age 11 is here. There it is, Ruins of Equinox. How did we end up here while traveling that way is a mystery to me, but anyway. Okay, so at least nothing bad happened along the road. Let's set up 93 then. This is a fun one. I always really enjoy this one. Alright, at first glance there's nothing on the map. We'll soon find out why that is. Midwinter Brawl. Let's read the introduction together.
You head out to the meeting point Scabwit assigned, ready to provide some muscle for these peace negotiations. Vermlings and Allgox don't get along too well at the best of times, and with whatever dark force is pushing more Vermlings out of the Radiant Forest, the 2 groups have been butting heads more and more frequently. That the Vermlings are willing to negotiate with the Allgox to share the land is a good sign, at least. It means they are keen that the skirmishes should stop, although you can't help but wonder what arrangement would be acceptable to both parties. This certainly isn't going to be easy. Upon reaching the clearing in the forest, you feel the tension in the air. On one side sits the representative of the Biteclaw Vermlings, the priest, Scabwit, looking grim-faced. On the other, the Allgox Snowspeaker, Yoglang, glares at you. A table heaped with food in the center of the clearing remains untouched.
Now you're all present, we can begin,
says Scabwit.
The Biteclaw clan would like it to be recognised that they will take ownership of the northwest section of the Whitefire Woods. In return, we will no longer venture into any of the lands east or south.
Yoglang lets out a growl.
Whitefire Woods are Algox land. They always have been, and always will be. You pathetic vermin come to take it, and will defend it with your lives!
Vermling.
Scabwit replies through a snarl. Yoglang continues.
If vermin want land, the vermin must pay Algox gold or furs.
Those horns must make your skull rather thick. We have little gold or anything else to call our own. We have been driven out of the Radiant Forest by harrowers and fiends. The Whitefire Woods are big enough for everyone.
Yoglang shrugs.
You vermin pay gold, or you vermin leave.
I told you not to call us vermin, you big dumb slab of meat.
What can rat people do? Rats are small and squishy. We Algox are strong.
Scabwit leaps up on the table, brandishing his staff menacingly.
At least we have functioning brains, unlike you animals. Insult me one more time, and I'll show you what small rats can do.
Alright, before signing up the scenario, I love the voice acting. Choose which side to support. They only read the corresponding section for that side on this page or next. As much as I want to support Scabwit, I feel like the Snowdancer tribe is our friend. We should support them. Although we do have a Vermling in our party. Is questionable. Although I think I probably prefer fighting Vermlings in the grand scheme of things, rather than fighting Algoxes, so... or you know what, let's... I think the last time I played this as support is Scabwit. Let's support Yoglang this time, although I've done both. Let's support Yoglang this time. Let's betray them. Let's betray the rats. So read section B. There it is.
You announce that Frosthaven sides with the Ulgox, and Scabwit is furious.
We have been driven from our homes, and now our only place of refuge is barred from us? The Vermlings refuse to pay, and will take the territory by force.
He whistles shrilly, and Vermlings jump out from their hiding places.
Well, there it is. Yeah, the other side would have been you fight Algoxes. You know, which is alright, but I think I probably prefer fighting Vermlings. Alright, so let's take a look. I think this version is harder as well anyway. So yeah, I think you can see in the map you have a mix of Vermlings and Algoxes, and if basically whichever side you support, the other side despawns. Algoxes would be archers and scouts and guards, whereas Vermlings, I think the Vermling scouts tend to be a little bit nastier. I don't know. I think both sides are hard, and you have polar bears as well with Vermlings. So anyway, scenario is complete when at least 7 rounds have passed and all enemies are dead. I don't think we need to track the 7 rounds here. We just basically need to kill everyone. At the end of that round, read the next section. So the special rules: do not set up the Algoxes, and we will start on the right side of the map. Which presumably is this one. Does it say? Side with Scabwit. Okay, so this is side with Yoglang. Alright, there it is. So yeah, the good thing Tabletop Simulator takes care of that for you. So, here is the Vermling Priest with 4 shields, which is quite annoying. Yoglang has triple retaliate, which is also quite annoying. These guys are going to be very annoying to deal with for our crab boy with all the retaliate. And the bear is immune to this immobilize, which is also going to be kind of annoying. Okay, what else is there? Snowspeaker is Yoglang, an ally to you, enemy to all other monsters. Any character can lose 1 card from their hand or 2 from discard pile to negate 1 source of damage. Yoglang. If Yoglang dies, the scenario is lost. The Vermling Priest is Scabwit. He's immune to Yoglang's retaliate and has -1 move. So let's put a thingy on him to indicate that he has to -1 move on himself. Yoglang and Scabwit will only focus on and attack each other until one of them is dead. So basically, they will only try to fight each other. When this guy dies, then our guy will start helping us to fight everyone else. Until that time, he just wants to go out, and the danger is if he goes out, he gets killed, and we lose the scenario. At the start of each listed round, spawn the following. So for the next 7 rounds, we get to spawn bears and Vermling scouts. Okay, so it's quite difficult, but you know, I think we can probably do it. There is a random item in the scenario, so it'll be good if we can loot it. And no RI, unfortunately, so not the relevant herbs for us. But yeah, and then we're just fighting bears and Vermlings and wolves. Yeah, these guys are not going to get to us. So the important thing is to kill this guy quickly, so that Yoglang can join the fight and start helping us against the rest of these. We'll probably just try to hide in a corner and survive. That's probably the best thing to do, to be honest. So yeah, let's see how that pans out. Okay, here, what do we have? Never short rest, never kill enemy. Well, we're not doing slowpoke, that's for sure. Never kill an enemy. I think that might be difficult actually. Let's do never short rest. Don't think we'll be short resting. And grabbing a perk here would be quite nice for our Pyroclast. So let's do that. Let's look at cards. Cloud of Ash actually has some uses here. Metamorphic Rock. I'm probably fine with all of these. So I think my strategy is I'm gonna, like I did before, set up a... Because the way the obstacle range, I think I'll set up some magma tile here, so I force everyone to funnel this way, and we can probably close off some of these gaps with cooling. Anything I particularly don't want? Quench Rage. I think pushing is going to be quite good here. The only thing I can think about is potentially taking Cloud of Ash. Because I can attack from destroyed obstacles, or I can replace adjacent hazardous terrain tiles with obstacles. Because what I really want to do is just basically block as many choke point off as possible and funnel them into a single file against crab. I think any range attack is going to be quite good here. Igneous Pass is quite important. I think this is setup's probably okay. Yeah, I think we take an extra shield here for a bit of defensive measure. Wait and Nest are not going to be too useful since very soon they're all going to be piling on top of us. So I think this is fine. Okay, here. We technically don't need to do battle goals anymore. Have we done Duelist? We have not done Duelist. I guess we can try Duelist. Not that this really matters. But hey, we're here for fun, right? Let's just do battle goals. Okay, this is a super defensive mission. I actually don't think... Like, Chaotic Refraction is going to be good here. Shock is going to be useless here because nobody has shield here other than Scabwit, and that's not how we're going to kill Scabwit anyway. So let's take Shock out. I think I just want like something like Undertow maybe for like a quick heal on myself. Rancid Brine can create water tiles, but I don't think poison's the way we get through this scenario. I think honestly we get through this scenario by keeping ourselves alive. So let's take Undertow here. Okay, I think that's fine. Option wise, I think this setup's okay. A bit more defensive and with a little bit of offensive burst if we needed it. Okay. Trapper, what are you doing here? Do I want Inspiring Helm? I probably want Inspiring Helm to be honest, because I need the team to be able to move this guy if things go south. Yeah, I need to be able to move that guy if things go wrong here, so probably Inspiring Helm is quite useful here. Attractive Bracelet doesn't seem super useful, I guess, unless I want to drag this guy in. I'll probably take Stun Powder instead, I think. And still go defensive here. Okay. Wallflower, Executioner or Sadist. Well, we don't think we're doing Sadist. I think that's hard. Let's try Wallflower, I guess. So this is Wars and Obstacle, right? Or Objective. Well, we don't have Objective here. Let's try that. Let's look at cards. I think Proficient Hunter is actually quite a good card here to take. Stone Trap is great. Do I care about Spike Pit? I think Invisibility is also really good here. Because Invisible can help block us some area, so I actually think I'm fine with this setup. Probably deploy Proficient Hunter on the second rest cycle. And then we can maybe speed up the build up of traps here. Alright. Aesthetic, Ravager or Streamliner. Down Streamliner. I've done Aesthetic. I've done Aesthetic. I've done Ravager. I think maybe I've done all three actually. Not done Ravager. I've not done Ravager. Interesting. Okay. Guess I can try Ravager. This requires to pay 2 lost cards. Maybe it's possible at the end of the game. I guess the only question is, do I want to take healing into this mission? I think I definitely want to take Cloak of Warding here. We just need to survive long enough, really. If we can survive long enough, we can slowly whittle down enemy here. Rest in Shade. I don't know. It feels quite weak. I mean, it does mean I could get to heal Yoglang here, but not 100% sure healing Yoglang is the way to go here. But I guess other than this, we don't really have a lot of healing. So maybe I take that instead of Fluid Knight just to be on the safe side. Like, if Yoglang gets wounded somehow by the bears, we do need to heal it. Or like a poison, we can take that off potentially. Okay, let's try that. Alright, I think that's the setup. Oh, actually, we're missing a guard, right? So if I fought against Algok's guards, probably Crab would have retired. There's a thought. Anyway, it's too late now. Okay, let's do challenges. Hungover, increase all characters' initiative value by 10. Alternate tactics. During ordering initiative each round, ordering is from highest to lowest. Highest to lowest. Oh, that's kind of scary. That means we're going in reverse order. I don't like that at all. Because then we need late initiative cards to go fast. That's just not how our character is built, is it? I mean, this could be quite problematic. Maybe not. However, all character initiative value by 10. 10 is also kind of scary, I guess. But maybe it's not the end of the world. Guess we can try this. However. So this only applies to us. It doesn't apply to the ally, I'm pretty sure, because character doesn't count an ally. So I think that's probably okay. Alright, let's try it anyway. Okay, let's see, follow the party. Where do we want to start? Oops. Not a good start. So I think we probably start Deathwalker here. And maybe Trapper here. I think the idea is we can trap up this area quickly, and then we can rotate to this side and push them all coming this side. Which means Crab maybe can go here, and we can go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's probably okay, and then Crab can maybe head up. So we can go Pyroclast first to ward up this area, so we leave a single gap here. Trapper traps this, so then these guys hopefully starts funneling this way. Crab can then probably run up to like here or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe like this, and then Crab run to here. Trapper can come here and move Crab and Yoglang down to this side. Deathwalker probably just comes here and then put an obstacle here, so we have this whole area blocked. I think that's probably the right way to do this. So let's start with always be prepared. I think we should drop a 2 damage trap here probably. Okay, I think this is fine. So, alright, I think we're ready to go, so let's leave it there, and we'll go into the combat portion of the gameplay in the next video. Alright, see you soon, goodbye.